Hello and welcome to the live Zero Uncut, the extra special one this week. I'm Zero as normal, and
And I
I'm going to pass you over to my co-host.
and I'm Bobby on a very, very rare live episode of technically Zero Uncut. So,
Yeah,
and we have a
and
special guest with us.
yeah, yeah, we do. Yeah, and we'll pass you over to Aaron then. So introduce yourself for everyone at home, Aaron. Oh well, everyone at home. So
Well, hello everyone at home. It's I, Evil Gay himself, the dime piece, perfection personified, Aaron Rourke. It's a pleasure to be on today. Thank you guys for having me.
That's
Awesome.
not a problem at all. So yeah, so first of all, then, congratulations on the WWE ID. We have to say that now.
Yeah,
We
that's
know
huge.
obviously you can't. Yeah, now we know obviously you can't say too much on it, but it's just sort of like anything that you can sort of like. How easy sort of the process getting into it? Really, kind of. Was it easy really to sort it out, or can you obviously not say too much really on it? Or anything really?
It's interesting because I maybe the process was easy for some or others. I don't know.
Right.
I was just someone that I guess they had looked at and that they
Yeah.
really enjoyed. So I was just very honored and felt very privileged that that whoever was looking at me or the people at WWE and NXT were looking at
Yeah.
me. And I feel very blessed and very thankful for that they find something
Yeah.
about Aaron work that they find palatable.
There you
Yeah.
go.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Well, that's
mean,
cool.
I don't know off the top of my head how many. Do you know how many of you guys got ID'd or no? Off the top of your head, ballpark it.
I think it's around 20.
Okay, 20.
Yeah.
So
I think
20
so. Yeah.
wrestlers all across the United States, and I think some of the world too. Or
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
there's Zoe up in Canada.
Okay, so 20 wrestlers across 50 of the states and Canada, and you're one of the 20. That's, I mean, I impressive is probably a cop out word, but it's very impressive. Like you're
Mm.
one of the few to get WWE ID'd, and that's just really cool in my opinion. Like you're one of the few that stood out, and they said, "All right, we want you for the future," and that's pretty dope to me, honestly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it
It
never
is
gets
good to.
lost on me. It never gets lost
Yeah.
on me. I was one of the few that were picked, so I'm always just super thankful. Truly.
Yeah, it's all,
Yeah.
you're a rare breed and in a rare category. Truthfully,
Yeah. I,
it's
I,
cool.
I do have to obviously then like we obviously we do need to ask like when you heard the announcement and when they told you were getting ID'd, sort of how did you feel? I know it's obviously a strange question that one is, but kind of like different people react differently really to things. So sort of how did you kind of feel in that moment? Ready for it?
When I found out at Wrestling Open that I was
Yeah.
ID'd, you can kind of see in the video I'm a little like stunned. It was just this whirlwind of emotion because
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone who's a wrestler or wrestling fan has watched this since they were a kid or have grown up on it or it's impacted their lives in some way. That's why we stick with it. So
Mm.
it really felt like, and it does feel like your dream kind of coming to fruition, coming to life. And
Yeah.
I tried to remember to stay in that moment as much as possible on that day so I could remember it for a long time. And it was just
Yeah.
something I'll never be able to replicate, I don't think, in my life.
So you
Yeah.
had
No. Yeah.
no idea going in, not a clue. So your
Not a clue.
reaction was genuine.
Yes.
That's cool. I mean,
Mm.
it's cool. I imagine you were like, well, a nice little warning would have been nice,
Yeah.
but also you want that genuine reaction because you're just like,
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, cool. That's pretty
I
awesome,
would
bro.
have
Yeah.
I would have liked a little warning. I like to, just in case the waterworks are a little too aggressive. I'm very much a crier, so it comes out and it's a little aggressive, but I'll take it.
Sometimes it's cool.
Mm.
Sometimes, listen, you show your emotions on your face. I respect that. You carry your emotions, and listen, it's cool to cry sometimes. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite pastimes. I love crying.
I've never heard anyone say that. That's amazing.
I mean, it's obviously sometimes it can be. Yeah,
It's a great
I get it,
release,
but
you know.
I get it. I've just never heard anyone say it like that. That's funny. All right, so I do have a question for you. So, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I am 29 years old.
Okay, so I'll be 29 next month. Okay, so we're the same age pretty much.
Welcome
Okay.
to the club.
Yeah, it's getting. I'm sure you're in physically a lot better shape than me, but it's getting rough.
Trust me, it's still rough on my end. Trust me.
Yeah. But like I said, you're probably, hopefully, in better physical shape than I am. All right, so you're 29. Obviously, we're pretty much the same age. Wrestling, was it always in the plans? Did it come later in life? What's up with that?
It was always in the plans. I watched it since I was 5. My first memory was Undertaker chokeslamming Rikishi off the Hell in a Cell, the first ever Armageddon Hell in a Cell, onto a bed of wood chips. And I was like, this is crazy. I gotta keep watching this. At 5. And then, you keep going and you keep watching over the years. And then we get to college time and I'm like, I don't want to go to college. I want to be a wrestler. My mom's like, you have to go to college. God forbid anything happens. So we go to college, we get the degree, and I think literally within 2 weeks of graduating, I was already signing up for Create a Pro.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Your mom is right. There's nothing wrong with having a secondary, not downfall, but backup career. Because
Sure.
like in case wrestling didn't work, what's your degree in?
It's in anthropology and forensics.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, that's different. That's different than wrestling.
That's a rare one. Okay, I would have never been able to guess that one. But I mean, I have no idea exactly what that would get a job in, truthfully. But like,
it's a tough career choice. It's tough.
I imagine you're one of the few with a degree in that. I can't.
Yeah, I think my graduating class in that major was like 7.
That sounds about right. Yeah. Like I said, I would have never been able to put that together or piece that together. But it's not a bad idea to have a secondary career. I mean, Xavier Woods has what, a PhD or whatever, I think, or something close to that. Luchasaurus, the guy that dresses as a dinosaur, has a PhD. It's amazing when you really think about it. But yeah, all right. So anthropology, that's interesting. So wrestling. So you've been watching since you were 5. Okay, I started watching. I believe I was 9. 9? Yeah, 9. Yeah, 9. Batista is my guy. He was the first dude I ever saw. He saved Big Show from JBL, so that was cool.
Yeah,
love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess then one of the ultimate questions is, obviously you've worked in a lot of promotions as you've been on the indies and stuff like that, and as you've been going along. Any favorite promotion you've been in so far, or anything?
So tough,
I know it's a tough one. I know it's a tough one. Yeah.
It's like going again. It's like what is it? It's like ranking your children almost. It's like you don't. Because you feel bad if you're like, I prefer this one over that one. It's like,
unless you're Deion Sanders. I don't know if you're a football fan, but you ever? He's the coach of Colorado football, and he's like, he does an interview. He's like, yeah, I rank my children, and you're lying if you haven't. And it's like, whoa! It's like, okay, Deion, let's time out.
Yeah.
And he ranked his kids right there.
I appreciate a man who tells an honest truth.
Yeah, he's one of his kids who was like one of the best players in the country. Lowest on the list. I'm like, what are the other kids doing? Like,
it's because that kid doesn't do the dishes. That's why. That kid never
does to make millions, and he's the lowest on the list.
Yeah.
Ranking your children, I like that.
I mean, obviously, then, like, if
I guess I'll give like a kind of rank. I guess I'll give like a kind of rank. I really enjoy everywhere I work, but of course, I'm partial to Create a Pro, my home. I love working there. Beyond wrestling, I've got my first start outside of Create a Pro. I love Limitless. I love Chaotic. I mean, Live Pro. I mean, the list can go on and on, but like, I don't know if anyone's gonna ever top Create a Pro in my heart.
Create a Pro. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's MJF and Caster, right?
Yes, that is the school they came from.
And Statlander? Question mark. Okay,
Yes.
yeah. That.
Mm.
So they're pumping out some some good wrestlers. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's based out of Long Island, New York.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Well, that makes sense with MJF.
See, Bobby's done his research.
Man,
Bobby's done his research.
I remember because in New Jersey we have WrestlePro, and I was like,
Mm.
that's not the one I'm thinking of because I've been to some of their shows before, awesome shows. But I was like, Creative Pro sounds like the MJF one.
Yeah.
And okay, I remember. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you about like the schedule. Now, you just got WWE ID'd, of course. The schedule, just put it bluntly, is not for everyone.
No.
Now, were you okay with traveling before this, or did you kind of be like, well, I'm gonna have to suck this one up, and
I guess, yeah, I always liked traveling. Even when I
Okay.
first started wrestling, those longer car rides were kind of fun for me. I don't know. I just really enjoyed, like, this may sound like bad, but don't take it in this way. I just like being away from home, and I liked the travel aspect, and I loved going to different places and kind of just like going there for a little bit, kind of seeing what the town was like, wrestling, and then leaving, and then you get to know people like real quickly because you're in the car with them for like hours on
Yeah,
end. So, like,
of course.
you have to talk to them. So
Yeah.
I always love the travel. Even though it can get very exhausting and very tiring, I love the travel, and I love traveling with people. I think that's the best part.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
some of the stories. I believe it was Sonia and Mandy. They went from they drove like 300 miles just to avoid going to the airport and taking a plane, and I'm like, that's crazy. But
Yeah,
like
that
you
is.
said, it's a road trip. You get to know the people. You get to see the world pretty much, and yeah. And sometimes it's fun, but like you said, sometimes it can get tiring, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, this again. But I mean, the WWE schedule has gotten lighter in the recent years. Because I remember they used to be away like every day, so it was like now it's like just weekends, so that's good. Helps you
Yeah,
out a little for sure.
it's hard being on like the road for that long, but like of course we do it because we just love it.
Oh
So
yeah, after a while, your body just gets used to it, and you're like, all right, another flight, here we go, another car ride, here we go. Like,
Yeah.
it's just tunnel vision,
I got a flight in the morning. What can I say?
Hopefully,
Yeah,
it's a
fair
later
enough.
one.
No, it's 7:30 in the morning.
Oh, lovely.
All right, we're gonna have to wrap this up soon. Clearly,
No, you're good. You're good. I took a
Where,
nap. I'm ready to go.
there
where
you
have you
go.
got to go to tomorrow then? Where are you flying to tomorrow then? Is it for a show, I guess? Or
I'm flying to Clearwater. I'll be wrestling for WWN FIP, which is a promotion down there. I'll be wrestling fellow ID member Aaron Roberts. We're gonna battle over the first name.
Oh, yes. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, you got to.
Yeah,
Haven't you?
true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which one's
one
been
of
true, Aaron?
yeah, one of you's got to either drop the name or spell it differently. It's just
Yeah.
who's gonna get stuck with ERIN? That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Be him, I promise.
Yeah. Hopefully not you. Hopefully not you.
I like my
No.
name.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Fair enough. So, obviously, then is there sort of any kind of dream matches that you kind of want, really? Like
My next
whilst you're at-
question.
I took Bobby's question there.
All right,
Yeah.
I got
Like,
another one. I got another one.
yeah. Is there like any sort of like dream matches or anything like that that you would like to do, or that you wish you could have done with like? So, like a superstar is obviously unfortunately not with us anymore. Is there sort of anyone who you wished you could have wrestled, or anything like that, really? Any promotion anywhere, really?
Man, these questions are always so tough. I feel like I would love to wrestle like Rob Van Dam. I wish I got to wrestle him.
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
I attribute a lot of like my wrestling style to him. Because I remember watching him as a kid and being like, "Wow, I that's superhero crap. I don't even know how he does that." That video of that picture of him in the split over like water, holding like he's just like this in a full split. I was gagged. That was crazy. I just love wrestling everyone, but I feel like my dream match would probably have to be like a Randy Orton or like even like a Seth Rollins or like a Finn Balor for sure.
Those are some cop out answers because you're going or. I respect it. I get it. I get it. You gotta broaden that horizon. Randy Orton, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
But I would literally wrestle anyone.
Yeah.
I just love to wrestle, truly.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, so since a certain co-host of mine stole my question, I came up with another one on the fly, so I do like this one. All right, WrestleMania, you're going to be in the main event. One person, dead, alive, doesn't matter. Who are you going with? Now, I said dream match is kind of the same thing, but this is a WrestleMania main event. Who do you... He's like, I hate you guys.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one, isn't
it? He's like, I hate you guys.
See, we have the good questions here.
See, I have like 3 answers.
That's fair. Listen, sometimes it's hard to narrow down to one.
I have like 3 answers because I feel like I would want to go with a Seth Rollins because I really appreciate his wrestling type or like an AJ Styles, like growing up watching him in like TNA and all that, like these people like really inspired me in like how I work. If I had to choose someone from like the ID program, if we could like find our way there, I would love to wrestle like Bryce Donovan because we both come from the same school. And I feel like that would just be a wonderful moment to share with someone from my school, even though he's a D-bag. He's nasty. He's nasty work. And I think my all-time favorite, which I don't know would ever happen, I think it would be Charlotte Flair because okay. If you could draw the similarities, if you could ever see the similarity, when I first saw her, I was like, that's what I want to be. That right there.
I mean, wrestling-wise, just not even name-wise, wrestling-wise, not much bigger than Charlotte Flair.
No.
It really isn't. And like I said, you add the last name on top of that, well...
And you know, if it was WrestleMania, she would have some sort of like elaborate robe entrance planned. And as a wrestling fan, I feel like the best and most important part of the match is the entrance. It lets people know who you are right away. So I would have to try and outdo her and come up with even a grander entrance.
True. You gotta I don't even know what you would do, honestly. I'm thinking back to her WrestleMania 35 entrance because I was at that WrestleMania in New Jersey, and we saw a helicopter fly above us. And we were like, "What was that?" And then 20 minutes later, we see Charlotte getting out of the helicopter. We were like, "Oh, right, okay." We were like, "Why is this random helicopter just flying over MetLife Stadium?" So you're gonna have to get a chopper, landed on the roof. Because she landed it in the parking lot. So I mean, there is ways to up it.
I'm gonna parachute in.
Yeah, that'll do.
I think as long as you successfully make it, we'll be good to go.
Very hang glider in, like very Legend of Zelda, like just hang glidering in, just.
Hey, Logan Paul did that 2 years ago in Los Angeles. I remember.
Yeah.
Because his music hit, and we were all like, where is this guy? And then all of a sudden I see just someone flying in and I'm like, oh, wow. I was the one that pointed it out to my section. I was like, he's right there flying in. And everyone was like, oh, wow. Okay. So you got to do something like that.
Absolutely. Just fly on in.
Yeah. Now, a really sort of hard-hitting question here now. Now,
oh boy. Let's see if he's going to steal my next one.
No. Oh, no, you wouldn't have this one. Now, last year you wrestled Donovan Dijak, obviously the old Donovan Dijakovic. Now, the ultimate question from here is: did he try to ratio you? Because obviously he does like to try and ratio everyone. So, did he try to ratio you or anything, or
I don't have that question. I can guarantee you that. I guarantee you that.
No.
I don't know if he ever did try to ratio me. I think I was wise enough to not try to get ratioed. No, to my knowledge, he never ratioed me, but I think maybe he has a tiny little soft spot for me. Just a tiny one.
What's it like? What was it like wrestling him then as well? Then obviously, because he I've spoken to him a few times because he follows us and stuff like that, and he's like friend of the friend of the show and stuff like that. So obviously he shows off all this like bad guy persona and stuff like that, doesn't he? But like, what's he kind of like really kind of like juicy scoops here?
He's still intimidating. I mean, you don't just walk through life at like 6'8" and just not be intimidating. But I feel like he's someone you have to earn that respect and earn that kind of like acknowledgement. And I think after I wrestled him, he kind of had an understanding of who I was. And every time I see him or get to wrestle him, he always puts me over very largely to the crowd. And I find that the truest honor because he doesn't have to do that. And he does anyway. So, minus like the very, very intimidating figure, he's a very stand-up, respectful man, and I very much appreciate him, everything he's done, and the opportunity to wrestle him. I just wrestled him on Friday.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
Like you said, that's an intimidating figure because I was doing the mimicking before. Obviously, for me, I'd have to like, like you.
I'm 6'1", so I'm used to like looking eye or a little down, but this was the first time I ever had to go like, oh.
You're just, oh, hi, sir. I'm gonna get this stool and I'm gonna step on it just to come face to face with you.
No, for real, I needed like a mini step ladder to go up and see him face to face. It's crazy.
Yes,
that's a big boy. I've never met him in real life. I've never seen him in real life, but like when you see these dudes in real life, like I've met Braun Strowman and I'm just like, oh, sir, how are you doing? And I shook his hand. I'm like, why is his hand eating my hand? Like it's just like.
It's just some people are just freaking giants, man.
We've got we've got a question in the comments and that, and right, this is from Ryan.
Should we screen this first?
No, I've screened it. It's fine. It's from Ryan. So it's Keith edits. Now bear that in mind. Now he's to run an ask then. So Aaron, who's your favorite Ryan? Gosling or Reynolds? Random question by Ryan.
He's Ken.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So I mean, we had to bring that up. Yeah, so I had to. I see that.
Okay. So to give a little background to Aaron, Ryan is my editor and a friend. And Ryan, really, this is what you ask?
I enjoyed the question. I thought it was hard-hitting, truthful. Like had to make me think.
Yeah, I seen it in the questions and I seen it in the comments and I was just like, yeah, got to display that one, got to ask that one. So
I'm a Ryan Reynolds fanboy, so
he's cute. He's a cutie pie.
Listen.
Oh, there we go. So yeah, and then Ryan also forgot to add in. He goes, I meant to add in me at the end as well. So which one? So Ryan also
listen, you're taking home bronze. I'm sorry. Listen, you're losing to 2 A-list actors, so I mean, it could be a lot worse.
Hey, I haven't seen the editor, so maybe like if we go out on a first date kind of thing, I'll have a better opinion.
You go, Ryan.
Let me. Should I pull up a picture?
Yeah, pull up a picture. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'll be truthful.
I'm putting Ryan on the spot right now. I didn't plan for this, but I'm glad I'm doing this. All right.
Here we go.
What is that? Dear God. Okay, it's gonna be an awkward.
That's just my face close up to the camera. I know it's scary. It's okay.
No, not you. I was looking at him. All right, we'll go with this one because.
Oh, he's cute. He's cute. It's still third, no offense, but.
Oh, well, yeah.
But like, bro, not by a lot. You're a handsome fellow, and you can edit. Very, very smart.
Listen. This is the dude. Let me put it to you this way. My parents know Ryan. When they found out he was editing for me, they were like, "You sure you want to do that?" But then they saw his work. They saw his work, and they were like, "Amazing. We know this kid as how he acts, but he can edit a great video together."
Yeah. I mean, editing is such a skill. So like,
I'm trying to learn.
Ryan. You get it. You ate.
He showed me his services. I'm like, all right, you're in.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Got it, Bobby.
So you didn't get ratioed by Dijak. I think that was the last question we
Yes,
had.
I don't think I got ratioed. Thank God.
We went off on a tangent, but okay. All right. I don't think I've ever asked anyone this before because I came up with it the other day, and it's kind of like the dream match, but not really. This is kind of like you're picking the brain of someone. Dinner. You get to sit down with one or three. You can pick three, whatever. One or three wrestlers, dead, alive, whatever. Who are you going with? I know.
This is hard.
We can come back to it if you want. I do have another question.
No, I'm going to answer it.
All right.
I think I would go Kevin Owens.
That's a fair one.
I think I would go Charlotte Flair for obvious reasons. Oh my God, there's so many people.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna pick Chelsea Green because she'll just entertain the hell out of me. I love that woman. I love her.
I've met Chelsea Green.
I have also met Chelsea Green.
I met her in Dallas 3 years ago, WrestleMania weekend. Yeah. And let's just say I may or may not have went a little overboard with like getting women's photos signed, So I put them down on her table. She picks them up. She's looking through them. She's like, I'm sensing a trend here. And I'm like, oh, this is awkward. And I'm like I tried to make a joke. I'm like, yeah, I may or may not have went a little overboard with the pictures. And she's like, I don't blame you. They're all hot. And I'm like, oh, thank God.
She's a real one, man.
Yeah, that's what I was like, oh, because I thought she was gonna be like, you pervert.
No, she's a real one. I think she is maybe one of the best things on TV right now. Like, truly.
Really is.
Yeah.
Like so for me, whenever I watch SmackDown, like whenever she's on screen, like it has my attention, and not just because she's a very good looking girl, but I'm just like, oh, how's she gonna act? What's she gonna say? Because like when she came back with the Karen gimmick, it was like, oh, this is funny. I like this. Like it stands. Yeah. She stands out from the pack, and picking Chelsea.
She's such a ham. She's just so funny, and she really just dives into everything, and I just really respect and admire her for like getting knocked down so many times and so many things happening and just never giving up and being one of the most like over people like in wrestling and a history maker. Congrats, Queen.
And when she came back and got eliminated in like 10 seconds, I think I still have my stream reaction. I was like, oh, Chelsea Green is back. 10 seconds later, oh, Chelsea Green's gone. Oh, okay. Yeah, but she's killing it, honestly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, last couple of questions then, because this is only meant to be about half hour or so. That's cool. Well, we actually have one in the comments here, and it's actually from our good friend Leo at the Wrestling Retrospective. So he said, sorry if it's already been asked. I'm working. But what's the performance center like if you've been? That's obviously if you can say too much, because obviously we know you can't really say too much on the ID program and everything like that. So
that's a good question, Leo. Though, good job.
It is a good question. Yeah. I haven't been personally myself yet, but from what I've heard and from what I've just seen, like in general, it looks like a wrestler's dreamland of like workout, rings, top notch, like. Everything. So, have I seen it? No. Have I heard it's amazing? Yes, and I can't wait to go.
Cool.
Can't wait.
Cool. You're gonna be there soon enough. All right. I have This is my last question. This is a really random one. I came up with this one the other day. How many states have you wrestled in? Ballpark. You don't have to give me an exact number because I don't expect it, unless it's all 50 already.
No. Yeah. Probably like. You guys might be surprised, but maybe like 10 or like
really? That's it?
Yeah. No, I haven't gone many. Like maybe that sounds bad. I don't know, but I haven't gone like a crazy amount of places. It was like a lot of like on the coast, and then there's like a couple Midwest, and then like California.
Okay, so like New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania,
I'll go like Maine, Massachusetts,
Yeah.
Connecticut,
Okay.
New York, New Jersey, Maryland, Alabama, Florida, Chicago. So I guess that's Illinois, and then yeah, like fucking. Ooh, I cursed. I'm so sorry. California, and
You're
yeah,
good.
and there's like
Trust
2
me.
more in there, so like 10 or 12. And then I went to WXW in Germany, so it's like 12 states and a country.
That's kind of wild. Like you
That is,
haven't
yeah.
wrestled in like Texas, but you've wrestled in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
crazy to me. And
Yeah.
and just word of advice, stay away from New Jersey. Not a lot of good comes out of New Jersey. Trust me, I would know. I'm
Yeah.
as I sit here in New Jersey. Nah, New Jersey, it's not a bad place. Could be worse.
Yeah. Yeah. So my last one then before we cut this off for the night is if you were offered the choice of a gimmick match, basically. So like a TLC match or Money in the Bank, a TLC match, Hell in a Cell or whatever. And you were told you had to choose one of them. What match type would you willingly pick, basically, out of all of them?
3 stages of hell.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that one, to be fair. So,
It would go. We go submission match. Nope, like just submission match. I would want a thumbtack match, and then Hell in a Cell.
Oh,
First one to get put in a pile of thumbtacks loses.
I'm starting to learn you're a fascinating person. An anthropology degree and 3 stages of hell. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. You're a fascinating individual. I will give you that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I believe it was Piper who coined the term. Just when we think we have all the answers, you change the question. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
But well, thank you for coming on this week. Before we go, Bobby has the signs up.
Wrong way.
Oh no, wrong way.
There we go.
Get the right signs.
There we go.
Right signs. So we'll go along the line then. So don't forget, as normal, to hit that like button and subscribe. That's to myself at For You Wrestling, and I'll pass it over to you guys to do your own ones there. So over to Bobby first then.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to mess with this announcement a little after the last week. So when you go to YouTube, go to Bobby's Breakdowns, not Bobby's Breakdown. That's a different guy. We don't associate with him. Bobby's Breakdowns. You'll see the logo. It says Marvel Horror Wrestling. He tried to steal my name, but we beat him to the punch. So by about 3 years, which is weird. But yes, well, if you want to go subscribe to both of them, go for it. But mainly subscribe to me. So don't go to the other guy. Come to me. And follow me on Instagram at Bobby's Breakdowns. I'm going to have to get Aaron's info for sure. Follow me on Twitter at Bobby's Breakdown. Believe it or not, that is the Twitter name. So I wonder if he made a Twitter and got really mad. I'm just thinking about that now.
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really messing with him on all accounts. And yeah, that's it. Go check out my live stream today. I did with my buddy Phil. We talked about what did we talk about? We talked about celebrities we wanted to meet. There you go.
Yeah. Yep. And Aaron, where can we find you? Like, have you got anything coming up that you want to promote as well, or anything like that, really?
Sure. So you can catch me in Clearwater, Florida tomorrow. So I guess Monday. I'll be wrestling Aaron Roberts. You can catch me at Wrestling Open this Thursday. You can catch me at WFA on February 28th. And then you can catch me again in Miami for CCW on March 1st. Or you can follow me on my socials. Both are Instagram and Twitter, Perfect Aaron 1. And you can follow me on YouTube at Aaron Rouke's Breakdown. It's a good channel.
Hey, okay.
Where I just sit and cry into the camera for 10 minutes. And then I go, I feel better.
I'm following you on both as we speak.
That's fun. Yeah, that's cool. Well, thank you once again. And before we go as well, Ryan's jumped back in, so he's just around. So thank you, Aaron. Come back again, please. To be honest, there we go. So
Anytime.
yes, there we go. Yes,
Anytime.
so Ryan, but yeah,
We have
that's cool,
we have a connection now, so it's cool.
yeah, so there we go. Yeah,
This is
so
fun.
so once again, thank you. We'll this is the end of the stream then for this week. Then we will catch you next week as per normal. And yes, thank you. This is Zero signing out for this special episode.
And I'm Bobby. We'll see you all later.
Oh, is it my turn? And I'm Aaron Rourke.
Yeah.
I'll catch you soon.
Yeah.
See you later.
Natural at it.